13-year-old boy tries to run away from home and tells the cop to look inside of his room. The grim discovery right after this. Hello everyone and welcome back to AG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis on the most popular topics in the world today. In today's video, we have a 13-year-old boy who's telling the cops that he wants to run away from home because it was lurking in his room. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to AG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. I bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. All my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. 13-year-old Cameron Simmons made a distress call to the Sumter Police Department in South Carolina. Officer Gaetano Acerra responded by visiting Cameron at his home. During their one-on-one meeting, the officer learned the distraught child wanted to run away from home, and he says his mother was yelling at him for playing his older brother's video games. But Officer Acerra soon learned the issue was much deeper than that. Cameron led the officer inside of his house and then into his bedroom. His room was completely empty. But get this, y'all. His clothes were thrown in a trash bag. He didn't even have a bed. Signs of abuse, maybe? Stay tuned. The officer learned Cameron's mother fell on hard times after having to make an unexpected move from Texas to South Carolina to care for a sick relative. That's when Officer Acerra did the unthinkable. Touched beyond belief, he totally went beyond the call of duty. Cameron and his brother and his mom had no idea that Officer Acerra was busy organizing a major surprise that will lead to an unbelievable chain of kindness. What I'm going to do is put the video on so you can see it, and then we'll come back and discuss right after this.
I want you to know that.
You could call it an unusual pairing.
It was the right thing to do.
A teenager and a police officer.
I gave him my cell phone number so he can call me whenever he wants.
13-year-old Cameron Simmons called Sumter Police a few weeks ago. He was upset after fighting with his mom and told police he didn't want to live here anymore.
I said, you have it good, you have a roof over your head. And I told him I would try to help him out. And here we are now.
Officer Gaetano Acerra brought Cameron home and noticed the boy didn't have a real bed. In fact, he didn't have nearly anything he should in a bedroom.
My heart went out for him, and I thought with the little things that he needed, I could give him to make, him a happier kid.
And give he did.
Bed, TV, a desk, a chair, and a Wii game system that somebody donated to me because of the story that I told him. About to get a frame tonight, so it'll be about yay high.
Now Cameron is sleeping like a king in his queen-sized bed.
He said to me, now my back won't hurt when I sleep.
Officer Acerra is getting a lot of praise for what he's done.
I didn't do this for publicity or, to get people to notice me. I did it because I could, and it was the right thing to do. And I think people should do things like this.
And he gained more than just a few pats on the back.
I put a smile on this kid's face and a friendship. And I think that's well worth it.
He gained.
We'll do a rematch.
A forever friend.
Wow. OMG. Big shout out to Officer Acerra for doing what he did for that young man to change his life around. That kid went from feeling like he was being abused, maybe not physically, but mentally and verbally, to feeling like now he's sitting on top of the world. He's feeling like he's being loved now. Wow. That's an awesome, awesome story. A lot of times when I do videos about police and all that kind of stuff, and You can look back on the reels, you can look back on the tapes, that a lot of these videos I've been doing on these cops was no good police officers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there are some good cops out here. Officer Acerra, you are one of them. Very good, sir. We appreciate what you did for that young man, Cameron. And, you know, you changed his whole mindset. You know what I'm saying? And maybe one day in the future, he can grow up, possibly become a cop and help someone else out that's in the same position that he was in when he was a child. See, kindness goes a long way, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to always be mean to somebody. You don't have to always be nasty. Kindness goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? And kindness is not all about you. It's all about the other person, okay? You changing their outlook. You changing their final thought process of, you know, how things is going on for them. You know what I mean? You never know what we all dealing with. We all dealing with something. We all got something on our minds. We all got something, you know, that we're dealing with that we really don't want to deal with. We really don't feel like thinking about it. But we deal with it anyway because we're good people. And we're going to do the very best that we could possibly do to finish the best possible outcome of that individual situation. I don't have much more to say, y'all. I'm just gonna say kudos to this cop. I hope Cameron, you know, turns out to be a great kid and moves forward and do what he needs to do. And the question I have for you guys is this. Leave me a comment down below. Do you think that police officers get too much bad press and that the media wants to see police officers look like the bad guy instead of the good guy? Or could this just be an isolated situation? Leave me a comment down below in the comment section. You know, let's go from there. At any rate, I love every single one of y'all. Thank you for watching the video. Anybody new, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate you coming through. Any visitors, I appreciate you coming through as well. You know, I want you to, you know, not be a visitor so long. I want you to become a member, you know, a member or, you know, a subscriber. You know what I'm saying? I do other things on Facebook, on AFG's TV. I do things on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, YouTube Shorts. I'm all over the internet. You know what I'm saying? So come give me a look, come give me a gander. You know, I may have something that you like. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I love every single one of y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.